So as far as the beers that we make, Jeff Wynn and myself and my wife Maureen, we sit down and go through the thought process of what we currently have on tap and what the market is kind of interested in, whether it be the sours, the new brut IPAs, the different things that are coming out of Brewers Association and the comments and conversations that you hear with our taproom guests and what they're interested in, and then we try to figure out if we have an avenue where we can fit those beers into what our current tap lineup is, and then move from there. Some of what we are doing now, we're just bringing in a new 3-barrel Unitank fermenter and bright tank that we'll get on Monday, and that's going to give us the opportunity to do much smaller batches of beers. And so we're going to start doing more small batch, different styles that we can get our customers excited about, see what people are interested in sticks, and then maybe be able to push those as a more major brand out into the distribution market. So talking a little bit about the Crooked Fence beers that we have on tap. So here at the tap room we have 18 taps, 17 of them are our own beers, and then we have a local cider that we put on from Meriwether for people who come in that are not interested in drinking beer. We have all of our flagship beers that have been around for quite a while. Our Hop Notion IPA, Trainwreck Red, Three Picket Porter, Rusty Nail Pale Ale, and our Idaho Ambers, and those are always on tap, as well as our Sins of Our Fathers Imperial Stout. Then the rest of them are all seasonals or one-offs that we do, and we run the gamut from sours to Belgian beers that we're running a series on those. We also have some coffee browns, things like that. So we're Imperial IPAs. So we try to have a full coverage for the beers that we provide, so people when they come in have an option. I know from my wife and I's perspective, over the last several years, it's always you want to go someplace where there's something that you're going to find you're going to want to drink, and not walk in necessarily to something that's constantly changing and you never know. And that's just us. We're not a what's the next great thing. We kind of like to have a little consistency. So as far as our number one seller out in the marketplace through distribution at the grocery stores and the convenience stores, we're looking at Hop Notion IPA. That's our flagship IPA. It's just a really well balanced IPA. It's not too bitter. It's not too dry. It just has a good, well balanced IPA feel. It's at about 6% ABV and about 83 IBUs. So it just fits right in, and it's a good all-around IPA. As far as in the tap room, our best sellers definitely move around based on seasonality. Obviously, right now in the wintertime, people tend to drink darker beers, and so the Sins of Our Fathers Imperial Stout is a big seller for us, as well as our Three Picket Porter. Summertime, we actually run the gamut with a competition between Hop Notion IPA and some of our fruited beers. We have an Aviator, which is a raspberry blonde ale, and we have another beer, our Tiger Spit, which is a blood orange pale ale, and both of those are big sellers when it's warm outside.